Good morning, viewers. My name is Oludele Shalom once again, and this is Parenting at Good Child Upbringing. You know what I do on this program, talking about the proper way to bring up your children. You know the importance of bringing up a child in a proper way. I used to say and stress on it that it's going to give you rest. You don't have to go out and start thinking, what is my child doing? Because you have given the child all the basic knowledge to make the child behave well, even while you are not there. Today, I have somebody with me. He's also passionate about the education of children. He's passionate about how a child grows with regards to some of the things happening in Nigeria, how you see children behaving outside and not representing the family the way they should. His name is Mr. Thomas Ikwedojo. The MD is Soft Content Limited. It's a company that deals in building software that will enhance the education process of children in Nigeria. And I'm telling you, they are really doing well in some of the products that I have seen available in schools. He's going to be talking to us, giving us useful advice on how best to bring up your children, what the children might be expecting in you, and I believe you're going to be enjoying this. Good morning, Mr. Thomas.
Good morning. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Oh, thank you. The pleasure is all mine too. Please, I want you to quickly tell me about eSoft content before I go into the main topic of today.
Okay. So at eSoft, we build educational software. These are software that help students perform better in education. And as an IT firm, we believe that if you build a software or buy technology into education, our students will do great. Product in the market called the ExamMate, and we also have a product called StudyMate.
Okay.
So StudyMate helps students, it's more or less like a textbook, what we call the digital textbook. While ExamMate is a preparatory software, exam preparatory software for JAM and for SSC.
Okay, wow, that's beautiful.
Yes.
That's very beautiful. Thank you very much for thinking in that line. Because even what we are discussing on my program is education.
Yes, correct.
Education from home.
Yes.
If you don't give your child the proper education, you won't get the best in them. Okay, so sir, please, I want you to talk on, do you have any experience growing up? What do you think parents can do to get the best in their children?
I will talk in two lines, which has to do with what I do.
Okay.
I'm into technology, and I'm also into education.
Okay.
So my advice would be around those two things.
Okay.
I would not like to speak about things outside that part. So let's start with technology.
Okay.
Every child today is very inquisitive about technology. So the question then is, how should parents apply technology to their child? What are the control measures? Should we totally hide them away from technology, or should we expose them to technology? And if we must expose them to technology, how do we control what they have access to? Because as good as technology is, it can also be very harmful. The popular things is there's a bullying going on social media. There are children consuming content that are not safe for them over the phone and over the internet. So that's why I feel for parents, they need to be careful. Even though I will not advise any parent to shift technology away from their kids. It's wrong to do that. You can't tell a child, don't touch that phone, don't watch that TV, or don't go to the internet. What I think you can do is to encourage them to do that, but in a controlled environment, in a controlled structure. And that is why when you buy a phone or when you have a computer, you need to look at the parental future of those things. And if you need to apply them immediately as a parent, apply them so that the child does not consume the wrong content. Don't take them away from technology, because what some parents do is that they shield their child away from this technology. They don't want them to have access to the internet. They don't want them to browse. What you are doing, if you do that as a parent, that you are killing the advancement of that child. And you are making the child to look for a way to do them. Rather, expose them to this technology, but control the content. That is why every technology today, be it DSTV, be it computer, they have parental control features. So as a parent, get yourself up to speed with these parental control features and then apply it based on the level of age of the child.
Okay.
On the second part, which has to do with education, I always say if the best child is the child that has the best education. But the mistake a lot of parents make is that they think taking the child to a very expensive school is what the education is all about. That's not true. I think it's parents being well educated first. When I mean being well educated, it's not a parent finishing from university. You can be an illiterate parent or be a parent that didn't go to school much and be educated. What I mean being educated is that at least understand what's going on in the society, understand the new technology in education, buy the right content for your child to consume. Like the software that we have, a parent needs to know about them. Parents needs to be on be in speed, or catch up with what is going on in the society when it comes to. Don't leave it to the school. Don't leave it to the teachers. Research, read news, watch TV. And when you have access to those technology, make it available to your child. I believe if we focus on those two things that I'm talking about, I know there are other parts with when it comes to managing kids and parenting, but then for me, these are the area that I have expertise and I can advise based on this.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
What do you have to say about children on Facebook that seems not to be controlled? You see very young children on Facebook. I remember there was a particular friend of mine, sorry. That was some years back anyway.
Okay.
She bought a smartphone for the boy was about 13 years then. Yeah. I just suddenly saw the boy requested for my friendship on Facebook. I said I will not accept it.
Yes.
I don't know if I did something wrong. I said I will not accept it. I said I was going to talk to my friend. How would you allow this boy to go on Facebook at this age? You know some of the things that even when we are passing through, some things that you have to refuse to do. Can he control himself?
Yes, and that's why I spoke earlier about control. When social media was created, it was created for all the good reasons, which is for us to communicate, to socialize, to build a world that is smaller. But then, like everything in life that is not controlled, it gets out of hand. That's why I say, as a parent or as a guardian, you need to understand this technology. You first need to be on Facebook to understand what is Facebook all about. And then begin to teach your child or the kids what Facebook is all. Don't let them discover it themselves.
Okay.
Discover it for them. And then guide them. If they are of age, maybe they are up to 15, 16, 17, open an account for them. When you open, before you even open an account for them, explain what it is used for. The kind of friends they need to keep, the kind of conversation they need to have. You see, the mistake parents do make is when you ship this technology away, these kids are smarter these days. When they go find it themselves, because they are not controlled, they are not being taught, they will lose their way. So as a parent, don't be shy of owning one account yourself. Learn all the feature, all the privacy feature that Facebook has offered you. Then when you expose it to your child, guide your child on how to use them, on the kind of content to consume. The child will begin to, like the Bible says, teach a child the way he should go, and he will not depart from it. It's like everything in life. So when you teach a child how to use the social media, they will understand that this is the proper way of using social media. They will go teaching the other kids that no, you are using it in the wrong way. This is actually the best way to use it. This is the benefit that it will bring to you if you use it properly.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Thomas. I'm not going to take too much of your time, but I would still want you to offer me a general advice for every children out there and then the parents.
Yeah, so like everything starts from the home. If you ask everybody, every child, do you want to be great? The answer is obvious, is yes. But greatness comes from listening to your parents. It comes from obeying your parents. And for parents, greatness comes from what you also know to teach your child. So every parent first need to know to be able to teach. Like I always say, you can't give what you don't have. For every parent, don't just parent your child because you are a parent. Teach your child from a place of knowledge, from a place of information, from a place of knowing. It's saddening sometimes when a child knows more than the parents. It's trouble. But let you know, apply yourself to knowledge as a parent. Apply yourself to information, and then you'll be able to pass on those information in a more controlled manner to the kids.
Wow, that's a great advice you have offered there. As a parent, you need to apply yourself to knowledge. You also need to know things. You don't have to be ignorant of things happening, things in vogue. Yes, you have to know so many things so that you'll be able to teach your children, so they don't go searching for the knowledge themselves at the end of the day, acquire the wrong one. Thank you very much, Mr. Thomas. I'm really very grateful for having to, give me some time out of your really very busy schedule.
Thank you.
I believe you are going to give me the opportunity next time if I need to talk to you. Okay, viewers, you have heard all from Mr. Thomas, the importance of IT in bringing up your children. You don't have to shield them from IT. You just have to let them know the necessary things so that they don't go after the wrong knowledge. Remember that there are so many people out there to teach your children if you don't give them the knowledge they require. But the fear is that what are they going to teach them? It could be positive, it could be negative. That is my greatest fear. So please let your children know what they need to know while they are still growing up with you. And I pray that God Almighty will give you the wisdom to train those children and bring them up the right way. Until I meet you next time, my name remains Oludele A. Shalom, and I leave you with the peace of God. Do have a great day.